It is time for the jungle. Day 2 of the group is going to be coming.
ASIA are currently playing over down towards the south side of Hattin on that slight high ground that looks over towards the eastern side of the map. Incilio unable to get through. Good shots from ISIA. Currently in third place, 45 points. I think they had a really good run yesterday.
The rest of the team look to... Oh, no, wait, they're down.
Unfortunate for Tiamba. They attempted to regroup with the rest of the squad. It's not happening. And now Fury is making their way through. This is the position I wanted ASIA to play, and it's only Falak up here. Oh no, he does have a teammate playing that position. So again, I actually am a big fan of how ASIA are playing out this lobby at the moment. It's really, really well done. You know, taking control of Hattin, not allowing Incilio to get in whilst also controlling the bridge from this position. Yeah, fantastically set up.
IHC in contest now with Getso Roy, who's been a little bit of a surprise over the last day of games. In 6th place right now, getting 3 limbs and taking on IHC. Big nades is looking to try and chase down Ziol, but it's a little bit trickier than that. Have to get up earlier to take down Ziol. Last player standing now, and Zunda looks for the spray, hits the drop shot, and IHC will fall finally.
Shot out by Alva earlier on. They're certainly helping them with their fight between them and FaZe.
Zen with the nade. The remaining duo from Na'Vi doesn't get connected there. Last player for FaZe on the west side of the mountain. Trying to salvage for both of these two teams, actually. Worried, and you can see how trepidatious Puncher's being here. Waiting for his teammate to get up into the action now, and they can really start to go through, but the door frame has to be blasted through instead, because he's not going to let them in that easy. Steps the corner. You can't push through that door frame when there's a player waiting behind that next rib of wall. But Onzen's takes a good step back here. The nade does not connect because of it. And Onzen's still just giving them the runaround here. Really, really timid on the play, and Puncher goes down to it. Six can't even find the response, and Onzen's is handling these two like a magician right now, is making them disappear.
Flashbang goes through. That is an unfortunate flashbang, and 6 will be able to pick up the...
Making their way closer.
Yeah, Verse Pro attempting to get their way through. I mean, they've never been a bad team at making these kind of pushes, but versus Nigma Galaxy, I think it's going to be really difficult. Icy, though, has this great off angle. Redox does get taken down. There's an immediate refrag there. That's from Rosemary, of all people. And again, Alter Ego's had a great control over from this high ground. And Nigma Galaxy is now panicking in this situation.
This is unfortunate. Virtus Pro moving those players up has had a massive impact onto the fight. And as you say, Rosemary is there to chime in as well. 2 players down for Nigma Galaxy. The backlines for Virtus Pro trying to make a move, but there's still oversight on it from this angle. Nigma Galaxy, they've lost 2 of their players to Nox, but they've still got a little bit more left in the tank here. A nade to roll downhill, catches Koa. And with the blue zone pushing, he's on a sliver of HP. Can't afford to move on in. A nade, a knock, anything they could find would be brilliant. And Tixie goes down in the meantime, leaving just the 1 player standing now. Koa healed up, moving up into the action, but Nigma Galaxy look for the reses.
Yeah, and they should be able to find a couple of them. I mean, they are on the edge of the blue right now, getting their players into vehicles to potentially res them on out later on. Snowick's going to go for the res here onto Nalva. When the plan falls apart, he can't stick out here too long. He just needs to get in the vehicle because it will tick him through and get the re-knock.
Team Queso trying to move on through, but against ASIA, you need to be careful. They will find that first opener, though. And there's a brilliant pickup on the UZM, but unfortunately, that off angle works out well. It comes through from a third party. TJB, further along the cliff face, will have an impact here, and Team Queso really struggling now. You need all the angles to go for this aggression, and it's just not working out, but ASIA still need to push through, and they will be next to the firing line. Against Team Queso, against TJB as well. They've had a great game up to now, and it looks like they're going to try and continue that.
For it, picking up the first here. 4 eliminations, and on set to pick themselves up a chicken dinner from the high ground.
Spray down from Rosemary, who's been pretty dastardly to these teams on the south right now. Alter Ego, they drop here. They know this terrain. This is their home ground. Alter Ego looking to try and fix the problems of yesterday. And potentially putting up a big game here. There's a few more teams to get through, and they'll try and make it work around the side. Alter Ego, Boysil gets the spray under the stilts, back behind the rock though. That's a little bit safer for Top. He looks for the healing, but the high ground can start to come through. The off angle there. Top goes for one. A Boysil does fall to it. Alter Ego losing one. Not a great time to have that happen. If TJB can clean this one up on the north side in the meantime cleanly, all 4 of their players stay alive, which they've just managed to do against. Not really too much Snox can do about this position now as Alva gets into position. The healing comes through for Tanch as well. And Alter Ego maintain the south side. Vengeance also making their way up into the middle here. That's something that they need to be careful of. A 2-2 split right now for Vengeance as they've moved 2 of their players up into that forefront. TJB being a little bit slower to do so. They're ready to allow the teams up the top of the mountain
Good pick off there from
to make
Tanch.
it work.
Yeah, for Vengeance, this is a good pickup, but TJB waiting in the wings is smart in my opinion. Allowing Vengeance to take a little bit more space, get comfortable with this split, and then potentially come out from the wings late game. All gillied up. We'll see what TJB can get done here, because this does look remarkably better than yesterday. Or TJB.
The Galaxy in the toughest spot right now of all of our 4 teams still alive, trying to navigate this one, but they're into a late game again. TJB trying to push up the tables. This is great news for quite a few of these teams still left alive. And Vengeance finding another player from Alter Ego gives them so much more control. All of a sudden, Alter Ego losing momentum. But that's not going to stop Tanch going for the spray. Not going to quite connect fully there. Allowed to crawl back behind the rock on his target, and that is an unfortunate pickup. Means his position is known. Means that south duo for Vengeance can come on through. But up go TJB. They think now is the time, and they might just be right.
I mean, TJB are just playing this out very slowly over towards that east side. Flower finds Lily to start things off, and with Yamak going down slightly afterwards to Tanch, this is a perfect opportunity. And another elimination stolen away by TJB as they start to get in on this one. And I think Vengeance just didn't do the greatest of jobs in that moment, clearing out that northern side. I think that's what they should have been more preoccupied with, as opposed to trying to third party over towards this fight between Alter Ego and Enigma Galaxy.
Getting a res on board to bring them back up to 3. The smoke's blooming, but TJB have gotten ahead of it. Alter Ego still not out of it either. Ralph taken very, very low. So is Narvalo, and that will be the end of them. Alter Ego picking up the points for that. 2 eliminations found only there, Blank, which for Enigma Galaxy's position, not great. But they still get that 4th place boon. There's up to 10 eliminations Alter Ego find themselves.
Yeah, you'll take the 4th place. It's not horrible, honestly. It's still a few points under the belt. And just salvaging a game like that where they were coming up with sightlines coming through from Virtus Pro, which could have gone terribly wrong. Tanch almost is able to pick up that elimination. TJB starts to make their way in, so Rosemary has to get off the cliff face, and now it looks like TJB should be set here.
Playing this one cautiously, slow, taking the engagements as they come to them. And it's an easy cleanup for TJB, finding a second chicken dinner. The start of day 1, not so great, but they have managed to find their feet.